Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. I'm old school, but I keep it funky fresh, y'all. And this is deep, y'all. I'm from the deep, y'all. And what you get is what you motherfucking see.
Welcome back, humans! You know what day it is. My name is Jaime, giving you vents on headlines that you didn't even know you needed, and that's why I'm here. But before I get started, I appreciate all you new viewers out there, like I said, and I appreciate all you ones that have been there from the beginning. You guys are great. All you humans are awesome. And all you new humans are awesome, and all you humans out there are awesome. Except for the shitty ones. And you know who you are. I'm not going to single you out. But anyways, humans, they are saying, there are rumors, they were saying we are in this like big giant Psyopolis. Like there's a big psyops going on. Like there's all these things going on. Like I said before, with this media manipulation, all these scare tactics, it seems. And people are called, attributed and putting it all in this big category, calling it the Psyop. Like this big thing's happening. And now we're in this, and it's happening on a bigger scale, so they're saying like we're in this Psyopolis. Like the metropolis, right? Cheers, humans. So let's just, talk about this for a second. Like I said, this media is constantly in this world of distraction, right? It's like they're always wanting like us looking the other direction, which makes people question. That's why people question space and all these things, because they're saying like, they keep us looking up, and we're looking at the final frontier, when the truth could be like right under our feet and about out there. And they don't want us looking out here, so they want us looking out there where we don't know shit. And they show us all these blurry fucking shit. Whatever on there. But this Psyopolis, humans, where Deadpool is a kid's movie, and movies that have Bible references in them are considered and have the rating of TVMA for mature audiences only. Where a football player can get booted from the NFL for kneeling for social injustice, or just kneeling in the end zone for prayer. And if you have a legal fighting, a dog fighting club, and go to prison and do your time and come back, you can finish out your NFL career. And if you have a long history or new history or multiple domestic violences, you can play football. But not if you kneel for other things. And a college coach once won a championship. I remember this a few years back. And it was so weird. Like, why can't you say, talk about God on sports or something, or on TV sometimes? It's weird. But it seemed like that's what was happening. Like, what happened to Tebow? Look what happened to Tebow, man. All he did was score touchdowns and do that shit. I mean, he wasn't the best player, but he was getting shit done. And just because he would celebrate the way he did, people didn't like it. But this college coach wins a championship. They come and give him all his glory and go do all, you see them all celebrating on the field like everybody does. They're having that big, big celebration. They just won it all. They're like, I forget what team it was, but I remember it was a few years back. I was watching some Sports Center highlights, and they got to this college coach, and, they were like, you just won the game. You just won a championship. How are you feeling? And, this coach comes out and he decides to speak from the heart and shit, man. Like, I'm not saying like his exact words, but it was something like this. He was like, I just want to thank the Almighty Lord. And he didn't get to finish, he's like, he was going to say Lord Jesus, and all that. But the guy just cut him off. It was like, but it was on Sports Center and shit. It wasn't like the news. It was weird. He was like, I just want to thank the Lord. And they were just like, well, back to you, Jim. I know we're a Sports Center, but now here's the weather. There was like fucking weird shit just happened right there. It's just like, just cut his shit off. I forget what team it was, but if you look it up, humans, it was like the college coach was about to thank the Lord or something. And he just like, they were like, nope, zip. They just cut it right off. It was messed up. But that's like another shit, like you said, like I said, it's another weird type of, what do you call it? That part of that, you could put it in that little Psyopolis, you'd stick it in there is another category that puts us in there. It's kind of crazy. Like I said, I know we're a sports channel, but they fucking just cut to like some weather or some shit. It was weird. It was just weird. And it's super obvious. Like I said, it's super obvious. They don't want this shit happening because they always want to keep us separated. That's why I think it's like all these things they come out with on the news, like, just to keep you always afraid and shit. Like, I just think separation is the key. Because it's easier to control us when we're in, like, groups. Because then you could probably manipulate other groups to help you, beat up other groups or take over other groups when it's time to, group take. When it's time to take the groups and shit. When it's coming close to, like, oh, we got to start taking groups. That's when it's going to fucking get real. That's when shit's going to get tested. That's when we're going to really get tested. They're humans. And when they come to separate, they come after the groups. But I feel like separation is the plan. That's the real, like, operation, I believe. That's, like, Operation Separate. You know, or Operation Divide motherfucker. Or, like, Divide and Conquer is the real term. If I had to, you know, excuse me for always wanting to swear. Like, I can't help it. I just always want to do it. Because I think it's because it's just really easy to do. I think that's why I always shoot them out. Shit, you know? It's crazy as fuck. No. But anyways, humans. So they always want to separate us, you know, whether they're going to be by race, like whether you're white or black or whatever they want to do as far as separation. And then, well, what else are they? Political parties, you know, Democrats, Republicans, and now they got all these other names, like all these new shit. And they're fucking coming up with all these things that don't get recognized other than the two parties, but there's still all their names out there. Rich and the poor. They separate you rich and the poor. Gay and straight and all in between, you know, diagonal up and down in all the directions and whatever you do. They use it as separation, regardless of we understand people want to be represented correctly. They're still using it in a form of separation. Because it used to not really be a problem when people could joke about things like that and be open about it. It was like, it didn't really have as much power, it seemed like. Unless I was younger and ignorant to it, the fact, which could be also the thing too. Like I was just too caught up in the mix and we were all having fun, you know, doing whatever. You know, so were the shows and so were all the comedy shows and so were all the TV shows that were on TV, you know, because I wasn't alone. I mean, I was watching shows doing the same shit. So anyways, like I said, they just keep on separating. When will it be enough? Like, when will we stop and, like, people just, like, get all together and just be like, okay, that's enough. Like, come on, that's it. Okay, time out. You know, and then we all turn around and, like I said, they're trying to keep the direction the other way. But, you know, one time maybe we'll stop and be enough. Like, would that be considered a real revolution? Like, people say that's like a real, like, basically a revolution when somebody decides, like, okay, that's it. It's enough. I had enough of this stuff. That's it. You know, like I was saying before, like the Tupac reference, you know, like now they're done knocking on the door for the food and pounding on the door. Now they're, you know, breaking the door down. It's time to get in there and get some food. So basically, I feel like when would that ever happen again? Like when, you know, like I mean, like Rosa Parks, she was at a moment where she was like working or whatever she had to do and she was just tired. And somebody was going to go mess with her on the day she was fucking that tired and tell her to fucking move. She was like, no. You know, like enough, dude. That was like the enough moment. You know, it was one of those times that was, you know, it was enough. So when will it be the next time? You know, because you see these fake protests on TV or what I like to call the try to scare you shows, or what's them TV shows they used to call Fear Factor and Scare Tactics and all them shit. You know, well, Fear Factor made you eat fucked up shit, but Scare Tactics, like, you know, I guess, because he'd make up all these, you know, fake scenarios and try to scare you and shit like that. But I feel like these protests that were out here, some of them were for the right reasons, but they mixed in with some people that were out there for the wrong reasons. I almost felt like people that were out there for the wrong reasons took advantage of this opportunity, and it kind of made a lot of people look bad all the way around. From either group. And the people that benefited the most from all this ruckus and chaos, besides the big corporations, you know, that banked on all these things, was the media, because they drove the whole fucking thing. They drove this whole bus. They were the bus driver, and they was driving it all. You know, they was like the ice cream truck. You know, like I said, it was like, cling, cling, cling. Here's some drama. Cling, cling, cling. Here's some more drama. Like, that was just driving around, you know, just dropping drama bombs on all this shit. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, it's very clear they don't fucking have no intention on, like, bringing us together in no way. You know? Because things are, you know, would favor us in a large way if we did come together. And I don't know how it would happen to come together. It would have, like I said, there's a lot of celebrities out here that have this people power. But I feel like they might, you know, be not doing this type of thing for their own safety because they're on the inside. You hear some of these celebrities that come out and talk about what happens, you know, behind the scenes and some of this entertainment stuff. And you don't know what's real or not, or that could be a scare tactic to keep you out of the game, you know, to keep the money, you know, keep the food on their plate more, you know, because maybe you're talking to somebody that's really good looking and maybe they look like they could be talented and shit. You're like, oh no, you know, they want your blood samples and shit. You know, they Satan worshipers, you know, they molest everybody that gets in Hollywood, you know, to scare the fuck out of you so they keep their job. Like, that was a handsome looking motherfucker. I can't tell him that we just get this job and it's all easy as hell and they cater to us or whatever, you know, like maybe they just cover the shit up to make it seem like you don't want to do it. Maybe that's why some rappers are like, don't want you to join Cash Money, so they try to scare you and say like, oh no, you know, the baby will fuck you to give you the record deal and shit, or you have to blow him and shit, and they try to do it just to scare you, so you don't want to go join the Cash Money, you know, the Cash Money label, so they can just eat more and do more records. They're like, oh man, that guy rap pretty good, you know, you don't want to come over here, he'll bang you, you know. They probably just or they're telling the truth. That's what I don't know. That's what you need to, you know, we need to decipher through humans. Are they telling the truth or is it a scare tactic? That's the real psyop, that shit that's going on right now. And I feel like they're trying to do like what some people have, I forgot what they call that, but they were calling it like the wussification of this, like of like going on, like, and it's spreading around like in society and stuff. Like they're making everybody like not as like tough as we used to be. And I'm not saying like just from a man's standpoint, like it's happening on our side too, but on the women's side, everything like the demasculinity of men, and like, even though they were trying to push like a woman's power movement, I feel like there's all this weird shit just making more people clash, you know, by doing all this weird stuff that's happening. And it's like I said, they're using it another way, like men versus women. You know, that's another separation during this operation. They're trying to make everybody just hate everybody right now. So they don't want to look at the people that's making all this mess. The people that's making the mess are the ones making the mess for us, you know, setting up all the mess. Remember I described before, it was like the popcorn in the movie theater, or if you've got a popcorn popper at your house. That's us. We're the fucking kernels. And as soon as the fucking shit come out, you know what I'm saying, we start popping off and going all crazy and getting all bananas and, you know, busting out everywhere. And who benefits from that? Fucking other scavengers around there going around eating the fucking popcorn, and that's the deadly cycle. And so those guys are sitting there getting rich. I don't know what I just said, but anyways, it might have made sense, it might have not. Either way, it's part of the operation. So, like I said, they're trying to wussify everybody and make everybody like not so not want to do it. They're trying to make us almost like Wall-E, like in that movie Wall-E. They're trying to make us just be lazy and not want to go nowhere. Like, should I go stand up and fight for my rights? That shit is wrong, they're talking about. I should go out there and do that. But I will in a minute, because Ozarks and the new fucking Stranger Things is about to start. Maybe Friday I'll do it. And that's what some people are probably thinking, you know, like, oh, maybe I'll do it Friday. Oh my gosh, but then this show came on. Did you see that shit? You know, I got to watch this. You know, and it's like, I'll go try it maybe tomorrow. It's almost like kicking a bad habit. Like, I'm going to go fight for my rights tomorrow. You know, I'm going to care about what's happening and all this shit, you know, after this season. When the season finale is coming on, I'm giving a shit. Something weird is happening right now, humans. That's all I'm saying. And the reason I say that something weird is going on, because you see, they're in a bunch of states. I'm not even going to name them all in case I get, you know, coming after me, especially with some of the video clips. Like Saturday's episode, I'm going to be showing that video clip that's going around, and I'm going to do a little bit on that illegal search and seizure be coming on for Saturday. But anyways, let me get back to this real quick. Around here in these certain states, like I said, I'm going to be careful what I'm saying. Like, but there's a few states going around, and there's these fucking you know, like the classified ads. And these classified ads, get this one, humans. I'm just going to do this one, and this one's in Florida. Sorry, Florida. But you guys are hiring eventually, obviously. But it says crisis actors needed. It says there's a government contractor with 15 years of experience working with the county, state, and federal agencies to ensure the safety of civilians by conducting simulated crisis events. Crisis scenarios may include, but are not limited to, the situations involving natural disasters, tornadoes, floods, hurricanes, terror scenarios, militias, extremists, etc. And there was other shit on there too, like biological and chemical warfare attacks and all kinds of shit on there. And it was like, I guess this thing was going on in a bunch of states. You can look it up. Just look up some classified ads in like all states. And this shit was popping up all over the place. And I wasn't the only one. Somebody made like a couple clips of it on TikTok and all that. And so I was like, that's where I went and searched myself. And I was like, damn, they fucking really got these fuckers going on. Like in a bunch, you look them up and it's just going on. They're looking for some crisis. So be looking out for some shit going on if they're looking for some actors. What if that shit starts to look real and the news catches it? The media sharks get a hold of it. And we think it's real as hell. And it's fucking some other crazy operation shit. Like, what are these crisis actors going to do? And they're going, this one was in Florida. Y'all be careful when you fill out that application. Or if you do, you know, share with us your experience if you're allowed to. Unless they make you sign one of those, you know, silencing things, those not NDAs. You just got to be careful, humans. And why another reason you got to be careful is because we got a warning from Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg himself has warned us, humans. I follow him on Instagram as millions of people do. You fucking go on there. The dude posts funny shit all the time, like just funny video. I mean, they're not like his original videos. Everybody seems to post these videos, but for some reason, I love it when Snoop does these videos. I don't care. It may not. You might have done the same video, but he just did it first. Or even if you didn't do it first, it was on Snoop's. I'm sorry, but Snoop put a warning out today, humans, on his Instagram, and I shared it right here. It says, Biden is attempting to recreate the 94 crime bill. It put 1 million black people in prison. The 94 crime bill. It put over 1 million black men in prison. We know what this means for us. He says, please share with everyone you know. As well, go online and find out about it. He said they're voting this in 48 hours. Be aware, knowledge is key. And I don't know if this is true or not, humans, but I think it's true because Snoop put it out there. If Snoop put it out there, I got to trust Snoop. Because Snoop put it out there. But this was on his Instagram today. And so I thought I would share this, before it's too late. Hopefully y'all can get to this, and check this out. Because, like I said, if he said it happens, it's going to happen. Shit might be true. Because it's Snoop. For real. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. And if you did, I'd appreciate it if you would smash that like button, hit me with a subscription, turn on them notifications because I'm here twice a week. My name is Jaime, and this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans. See ya.